We're back to preview week 8 of the high school football season in the East Valley. Mark Heller here with Kyle Odegard for Varsity Xtra. Division 1, we went to the far southeast valley with Desert Ridge and Red Mountain. Division 3, we went even further into the southeast valley with Queen Creek and Williamsfield, and somehow we were going to find a way to go even further in the southeast valley. Division 2, Mesquite at Poston Butte. The Renaissance, I guess, if you will, because for lack of a better term I can think of, is going on at Mesquite so far this season under Jim Jones. 6-1, just put up 49 points against a pretty good Cactus team last week in a 49-35 win. I didn't see that one being a shootout given Mesquite's strength on defense, but goes to show you what I know. Poston Butte, been a solid season, and they've been knocking at the door a couple of times against some very good competition, and haven't quite gotten through the door, but keep knocking on it. And is this the week that they knock and plow through that door a little bit?
I'm not so sure. I think there were question marks about Mesquite coming into this season, but they really answered all those questions, especially with the offense getting going. Early on, they beat Gilbert, but they only won, I think, by a touchdown, and they were struggling offensively. Then they lost to Williamsfield. So we were still wondering exactly what they had. But these last 3 or 4 weeks, they really started to put it all together. Like you mentioned, beating a pretty good Cactus team. So they seem like they're doing pretty good on both sides of the ball. Poston Butte has Brendan Hatfield, who's become one of the best running backs in the East Valley. So that Mesquite has to stop him, but I think Mesquite's strength is defensively stopping the run. I think they do a pretty good job against that. So I think they can be able to handle him. I don't expect it to be anything like they were last week, scoring 49 points. I think it'll be a lot lower scoring, but I think Mesquite's going to win. And like you said, Poston Butte, close against Queen Creek, close against Marcos Deniza. They're a solid team, and they could definitely win this game, but I think Mesquite's a little bit better right now.
Yeah, it pains me, but I kind of tend to agree with you. I do think Mesquite's defense is going to be a little bit better in terms of stopping the run. Not quite necessarily as good as Queen Creek's defense, but I think they'll do a little bit better job than Marcos did against Poston Butte. And I do think Mesquite's going to win a close one. I do want to give a shout out, however, to Poston Butte for the tribute they did last week with former Mesa player and Florence coach Steve McCain passing away suddenly last week from a heart attack. They went out and paid tribute to him and to Florence, one of their district brethren, last week, and so that was a very, very classy move by Poston Butte and Coach Mike Delatorre. I'm gonna take Mesquite. You're right. It's not gonna be a shootout like last week. Neither team, I don't think, is real equipped to do that unless there's total defensive meltdowns. But I'm gonna take Mesquite like 20-14.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same. I'll go Mesquite 17-14 in that one.